How's it going, everybody? Raggroth here. So at the time we were recording this video, we essentially know the entire roster for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and there's been a common trend with some fighting games, though more so especially I've noticed with this game, where some YouTubers will kind of make a video kind of ranking their tier list of mains to characters they're probably not going to play, and I figured, hey, why not I jump into the action as well. And I kind of wanted to wait till the whole roster was confirmed. Now, the last character isn't on this yet, so I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to record all of this for now, and then I'm going to record that part separately. Hopefully, he'll be added onto this. Or why am I saying he? I'm assuming, you know, that you know who it is. Nah, we all know who it is. Probably record that part separately. If he never gets added to this, I'll just talk about it in this. It is no big deal. We'll just play pretend that he's here. But hopefully, he does get added. A little before the game comes out, but we'll see. We're starting off with sort of, I guess we'll call him Shikai Ichigo. So now where am I going to place him? Some people might get mad at me for this, but I'm actually placing him in unlikely to play, won't play. Now here's the reason. It's not because I hate Ichigo. I love Ichigo. He is easily one of my favorite, probably anime protagonists, at least shonen protagonists. He's awesome. However, though, there's other versions of him in this game that I think are just kind of bigger and better. I mean, obviously I know his Shikai is very iconic. It's a cool sword and all that, but, you know, there's just other Ichigos that I just think are cooler. It's kind of the same reason why you would never see me playing, like, early Goku in, like, Sparking Zero or, like, Fighters or something like that, or why I've never, like, used, like, pre-time skip Naruto in a Naruto fighting game. Think of it like that. But no hate on Ichigo, just there's other versions I prefer, and it's like, you know, why even use this one if I like this more? Now, alright, Bankai Ichigo is a different story. He is probably going to be in Will Be Played Often. Now, that's mainly because, well, you know, I love his Bankai. It's simple, but it's awesome. I actually even have the sword. And I also love Full Hollow Ichigo. That form is awesome, and I feel like you never get to see it again after the Ulquiorra fight, and it is, yes, part of one of my favorite fights in Bleach. And yeah, I mean, it is a reawakening. It's not reawakened, it's not a awakening, so it might be hard to get in that, but even still, you know, definitely want to play as that. So yeah, I think will be played often, and of course this could always change when I, you know, get my hands on the game, but this is kind of just how I feel now. All right, then next up is Rukia. Rukia is going to be either neutral or rarely playing. I'll put her in neutral. She is probably going to be in the low ranking neutral, though. Uryu. I like Uryu, but... You know, I'm going to have to say rarely playing. I don't know. I should also say this, like... You know, this is a game that has characters that I haven't played on a console game in years, so I'm going to definitely try all of them out, and my opinion might change. It's just like, you know, I'm just trying to think, I don't want to put too many characters in, like, you know, the higher up things, and it's like, doesn't help that I feel like, after kind of seeing him fight in the 1,000-Year Blood War, all the crazy new things he can do, like, this Uryu is just so basic and not that interesting to me, and there's just other cooler zoners in the game. Sorry, Ishida. Chad, I hate to do this because this character gets shit on so much already, but, yeah, I'm gonna put him in rarely playing also. Again, I don't hate him, and it's been forever since he's been playable in a game, and, you know, I'm sure he'll be fun, but, just not one I'm super interested in. Now, this one could change. Yoruichi. Oh, I know a lot of people want to use Yoruichi. She's definitely a hot item. I mean, she's one of the most popular characters in Bleach, and I like her. I don't like her as much as other people do. I'm gonna put her in rarely playing for now. Again, she's cool, just from a moveset standpoint. Nothing super interesting. I mean, her theme is cool, and, like, I know we've seen some really good gameplay of her, like, very early on. But even still, just in the grand scheme of things, when I compare her to other characters, I don't really think, you know, she's someone I see myself playing as too much. It might honestly be moved to unlikely to play, won't play, but I'm going to kind of go through the rest and see how I feel. Alright, Kisuke Urahara. I'm going to say neutral. He looks pretty cool in this game. I mean, it's obviously a shame he doesn't have his Bankai, But he does some cool stuff. I like him. Again, probably like Ruki, he'll be on the lower end of the neutral. But yeah, he'll definitely someone I'm gonna try out here and there. Shinji, the only visored in the game. I don't know. I like his theme and all, and like I like the hollow mask, but I don't know. He's just never really done it for me that much, and I wasn't super blown away. Even if I was maybe more excited in the reaction video, I guess just over time, I'm just like, meh, especially kind of compared to other characters. Gotta put him in rarely playing. Alright, Renji, he is definitely neutral. I've always liked Renji. He's kind of fallen on the wayside a little bit for me, but I still like him. He looks pretty cool in this game. Again, kind of like Uryu, like, I mean, he's this version of him I feel like is so lame compared to what we've seen him do in the 1,000-Year Blood War, especially with his fight against Uryu, too, at that. But whatever. The version we have him is still cool. I know a lot of people hate on Renji. I've always liked him personally. Maybe it doesn't help that my first exposure to him was playing as Jump Ultimate Stars, and he was so friggin' cool in that. But even still, I've always liked him. Kaku, yeah, I've probably mentioned this before. I've never really cared for him that much. Yeah, I mean, not much to say there. He looks aight, just nothing really special. His Bankai's cool, but yeah, he's definitely rarely playing. Well, this is an easy one. Hisagi, main, absolutely. One of my favorite characters in the series. I was so worried about him making it. He looks amazing. I'm so glad I actually get to finally use his Shikai isn't just part of a special like it was in Heat the Soul 7, and because I think last time he was in a console game, it was before his Shikai was actually shown off. Well, I mean, aside from Heat the Soul 7, like the Wii game or like the PS2 games and all that. Yeah, that was before they he fought Findor. So yeah, definitely main, absolutely using him. I'm a little worried that because as cool as he is even without the Shikai, it's like I'm a little worried he's still not going to use it that much even when he awakens. But I don't know. I haven't seen too much gameplay. I'm trying to spoil myself. Either way, he's going to be a main 100%. Rangiku. Again, kind of like Yoriichi, a very popular character that I like, but I just never loved. And I wasn't super blown away with her moveset. No pun intended. I'm gonna have to put her in rarely playing. Alright, now Mitsuru Kira, he's a character that I actually kind of see a lot of people kind of hate on. And they're kind of shocked that he made it in this game. And I was a little shocked too, but honestly, I've always liked him. I've always really liked him. He looks pretty cool in this game. So he's actually gonna be played often. I think also maybe the shock of him being in the game also kind of helps elevate that as well. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna be at the end of this tier, admittedly, but I'm still gonna play as him often. All right, Hitsugaya, he is 100% neutral. He is a character that I like. I just don't really love. I don't know why I don't like him more. Just I don't know. Yeah, he's probably gonna be on the lower end of neutral. I know I'm a rookie, and they're probably at least him and Renji are at least higher than them. But yeah, no, it would be cool to get his Quincy outfit. And again, I should also say too, there's gonna be a lot of characters on here that I'm gonna say man, I wish it was their 1,000-Year Blood War versions, either in outfit and or design, moveset. I do hope though when he goes in his Bankai and his because I know he's gonna get his 1,000-Year Blood War outfit. I hope when he goes Bankai, he's the Hollowified Bankai. That would actually maybe move him up a point or two for me, because I really like the Hollowified Bankai. That was really cool. Suifone. Yeah, she's kind of like Yoriichi. She's I just never really had super strong feelings for her. I know a lot of people hate her, at least her character. Maybe not ability wise. Yeah, I can put her rarely playing. She might get moved to unlikely play, won't play. But we'll see. All right, Tozen. I'm gonna say he's neutral. Yeah, I like Tozen. He's cool. I especially like his Hueco outfit. I think that's my favorite design of him. I'm a little bummed. It doesn't seem like he has any of his hollow forms. That kind of sucks. I especially love his. I love his like first holification form where he gets the mask. That looks really cool, and that's sucks he doesn't have that. But even then, I still think he's a cool character. So I guess yeah, he's probably gonna be in the middle of neutral maybe. And speaking of Tozen, Komomora. Komomora, like he's a character I actually really like him. I think he's really cool. Just from an ability standpoint, and I think from like a gameplay standpoint, I've just never gelled with him. I don't know. So he's a neutral, but he's gonna be low neutral. I'm sorry, Komomora. I want to like him more. I mean, and of course, if he was a 1,000-year Blood War version, maybe that would do it. But then again, I like him being like a wolf, though. You know what's funny? I actually always thought he was a fox. Though he actually looks more gray in this game. Now they mention it. But anyway, okay, yeah, Mayuri, yeah, unlikely to play, won't play. I probably expressed this. I've just never really cared for him that much. I appreciate the stuff he brings to the table in Bleach, all the body horror and stuff, and just the craziness, but he himself, I don't know. He just always kind of, just rubs me the wrong way. I don't really care that he's a horrible person. I actually think that makes him more interesting. I think from a design and just gameplay perspective, I don't know. I don't really care for him that much. Sorry, Mayuri. I know he's Kubo's favorite character. I'm sorry, Kubo. All right, Genichimaru. He is 100% a neutral. Maybe a high neutral. Yeah, I think he's a high neutral. I like Gin, and I'm happy as his Bankai. I'm happy as his Hueco Mundo outfit. And again, he's the inspiration for one of my favorite characters from Blade Blue, Hazma / Terumi. So I feel like he gets points just for that. But actually, yeah, you know what? He's high neutral. Yeah, he's above Renji. I'm sorry, Renji. Definitely going to be using him a bit, just not a huge amount, I think. Okay, Byakuya is at the absolute top of neutral. Byakuya is a cool dude. Yes. And especially, he definitely gets points because he will have his 1,000-year Blood War outfit. And I actually like his 1,000-year Blood War design. That's my favorite design of his. And it's not like he's somebody that got that many new abilities in the 1,000-year Blood War. I know he had the whole thing where, he made his Shikai so strong. It was kind of like his Bankai. That's neat, but nothing crazy. He has the design, though. That's what matters. And his gameplay looks great. I know he's a character I think everybody kind of speculated would be a pain in the ass early on. I guess we'll see if that kind of happens, because this was like way early when the game was first shown off. But he is definitely going to be a higher neutral for me. And then another high neutral for me, Kenpachi. Always really liked Kenpachi, but he is definitely someone that gets way cooler in the 1,000-year Blood War, in my opinion. I love his Shikai and his Bankai, and I just like his design so much more. Not that I hate how he looks in like the Soul Side and Hueco Mundo and all that. He's just so much cooler looking to me with like the longer hair and not the spiky hair in the later arcs. But even then, I'm still going to use Kenpachi. He's going to be like, you know what? I might put Gin right in front of him, just barely though. Okay, Shunsui. Well, he's a tricky one. Again, if it was 1,000-year Blood War version, he'd probably be a little higher up. I'm going to have to say he's in neutral. I just don't know where in neutral. I think here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to move this. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good placement for them. All right, Yamamoto. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but 1,000-year Blood War Yamamoto would be much higher. I can't see myself. He is going to be high rarely playing, but I just don't see myself using him that much. I wasn't really that blown away. He looks cool, but nothing crazy. Okay, all right. Now we're getting a little higher up. Nell, definitely will be played often. Yeah, and she's not. I feel like I don't really ever really get to play as Nell too much. She looks really cool. And I mean, she looks awesome. I mean, I'm also really happy she's gonna get her 1,000-year Blood War outfit. That's really cool. That definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna see that I'm gonna be very biased towards the Espada, as this continues, because you're gonna see. Well, okay, maybe I'm speaking too soon there, because Xylaparo, easily my least favorite Espada that's in this. But I am intrigued. I am intrigued in playing as him a little bit, so I'm gonna put him in. I'll put him at the top of early playing. I don't know. Okay, Grimjow, main, 100%. One of my favorite characters in Bleach. He looks awesome. I'm a little disappointed, and this is gonna sound weird. I wish he had a little bit more like hand-to-hand moves, because that was, I think, part of his charm in some other games is that he was just so disrespectful. Like, and it kind of for a character, coming from a series that most characters use swords, he kind of just stood out in the way. He was just really brutal. And I do feel like that's lacking a little bit in this game. Not that I dislike his moveset. That's just kind of one complaint I had, I guess, thinking of, earlier Bleach games. But I was thinking about it. That might be because those games were before he showed his Resurrection. And I guess because his Resurrection, like, that becomes more hand-to-hand in a way. So maybe that's why they kind of have his base form use his sword more. Which, that's fine. That's whatever. I mean, as long as he's kind of that brutal fighter, that's all that matters. Alright, then Noidera. As much as I would have liked Baragon over him and Xylaparo, I do like him at the end of the day. And I really like his Resurrection. So yeah, I think he'll be in a will be played often, but he is definitely going to be the lower end of that. And, I was kind of debating between him and Nell, like, who would I play more? And I don't really know who, but for now, I'm going to just put Nell in front of him, just because I know he would hate that. Okay, Okuiora. I don't know, guys. I don't really know. I do have, like, 2 Okuiora shirts. I have a pop figure. Like, the whole aesthetic of my channel is based off it, is inspired by him. I think unlikely to play, won't play. No, I'm kidding. Main. He is absolutely going to be my main. Definitely a character I'm going to use the most no matter what. I will say I'm a little concerned that he's a character that, he kind of uses his own health basically a lot of the times. That's a little worrisome. I was hoping he'd be a little, like, maybe easier to use. However, though, first of all, I don't want him to be too easy to use because then everybody and their mom is just going to play as him. And everybody and their mom might already be playing as him anyway. So that might be too late. But there are other games that I've done well with characters that kind of use their own health. Like, I think Carmine and Under Night, I'm good with him. Don't know how great this example is. Jun Kazama and Tekken 8, she uses her own health sometimes. Maybe Scarlet Mortal Kombat 11 may have used her own health. I can't remember. It's been a while. I was great with her. So hopefully that trend will continue with my boy Okuiora. And then Holly Bell. Yeah, that's a pretty easy. Will be played often. She's my favorite Bleach girl. Well, before Candace came along. She looks awesome. I would have liked to see a little bit more water. I feel like we're not getting too much hydration from her Awakened moveset, but again, maybe we haven't fully seen the whole thing. Otherwise, pretty happy with her and just happy she's in the game. And yeah, I will say kind of the will be played often. The order might kind of change here when the game comes out. This is what I think for now. Aizen, 100% main. He's not going to be as high up as these other guys, but he's definitely going to be a main. I love that he has pretty much all of his transformations. I feel like that hasn't been properly represented in the game yet. We're finally getting that. I'm a little worried that he is going to be very hard to play as, but I don't think it's going to stop me at the end of the day. I'm still going to play as him. So yeah, definitely a main. Okay, Coyote Stark. He is definitely going to be very high up. I'm very pleased with how Stark is looking. I do maybe miss some of the crazy, like, kind of akimbo, like, crazy gun flips and all that from Soul Resurrection that I'm not quite seeing here. But I absolutely love the fact he starts off an Awaken using the guns, and then his Awakening is... starts off Resurrection using the guns, and then his Awakening is using the Spirit Swords. They've never been properly put in a console game, so that's really cool. So he can honestly be at the top will be played often or main. I'm going to put him in the bottom of main, honestly. Partially just because I kind of I didn't think of that. Like, I think, I have an idea of where the last character will be. And that probably won't be in main, but maybe it'll be played often. We'll see. Alright, then Cayenne / Aranjero. That's just what I'm calling them. I think it will be played often. I'm interested in playing as Cayenne / Aranjero. It's not a character I was really gunning for, but I'm pleased they're in, and they look really fun. getting definitely a lot of water from him, unlike our Halabel. But yeah, definitely want to play as him or them. I know they're considered very, very easy to use, which is interesting. That I kind of chose very easy to use character for probably the most obscure character in this game. But okay, let me make some final adjustments. I like this order. Yeah, let's move Ikaku and Unlikely to play, actually. I want to move one of these girls. I like Yoriichi's a character more, but Suifon's abilities I think are kind of cooler, especially because it's not like Yoriichi has her her new form or anything like that. Yeah, I'll put Suifon. She'll be at the very top of Unlikely. I'll put Ichigo at the very bottom. We'll do this. Yeah, that order. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit more balanced. There we go. All right, I think I like that order. That's a little better. So Dangai Ichigo was officially revealed. He got his own trailer. At the timing of recording this, at least, he's not on the official website yet, so I guess he wasn't really added to the tier list maker. But I'm pretty confident I'll be placing him in Will Be Played Often. I'm not really sure where, and again, it's harder to kind of visually put it, at least right now with me talking, where it is. I don't really know if I'm gonna play as him more or less than Bankai Ichigo. I feel like he is probably around where him, Halle Bell, and Nell are at. I mean, he looks awesome. And him not having Awakening is kind of lame, though I guess I kind of expected that. But he looks awesome, so he'll definitely be in Will Be Played Often, just not sure where. This is going to kind of come down to how much I like playing the characters, basically. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about my tier list, or let me know what your tier lists are in the comments below. Love to hear your thoughts, and of course, don't forget to like the video, dislike if you dislike it, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Would really help the channel out a lot. And thank you so much for checking out the video. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.